Welcome to day 16 of 30 days of Python. In this video, we'll be looking at lists in Python. Now, lists are what we call data structures. And data structures are containers that organize and group data types together in different ways. We have four built-in data structures in the Python programming language, and they are list, dictionary, tuple, and set. For this series, we'll be considering list and dictionary. Now, when you're studying data structures, we look at order and mutability. Order is about whether the position of an element in the object can be used to access the element, while mutability is about whether we can change an object once it has been created. Lists are basically data structures that allow developers to store and manage collections of items efficiently. Lists are mutable because you can change them after they've been created. In order to work with a list, we use the index. So to create a list, the first thing we do is we assign values to a square bracket. Now this is an empty list. To populate the list, which is add values to it, we assign comma separated values to it, and our list is now populated. So when we print, you can see the list has been created. Lists don't just stop there. Lists can also take items of different data types. So you can create a list like this. My list is equals to 1, 2, 3, apple, banana, print my list. And you see, despite the fact that this is a number and this is a string, the list still takes them. Now you can access the individual elements in a list using indexing. The index starts at 0, so this position here is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, you will say the length of the list is 5, but the way it works is that your list indexing starts from 0. You start counting from 0. So we say print my list square brackets 0 will leave you 1. Another thing you can do with list is you can slice a list. So what slicing does? Slicing gives you a subset of a list. So you say 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. To slice a list, you say print list 1, 4. And that starts from the 1 position. Even though, yes, this is 4, it stops at, it is not inclusive of the element at the index 4. We can also change the content of a list by saying my list 2 equals to 35. And this is for the same list, or this is 0, 1, 2. So we're going to change it from 30 to 35. And when we print that out, we say my list, it gives you 35 in the middle. Now there are a variety of list methods, so we'll look at the ones we have here. First one we'll look at is list append. And what list append does is this. If you have my list dot append, it will add an element to the end of the list, 60. So when you print out the list, I'm just going to copy and paste that. Okay, it prints it out. Now another one is list insert. What list insert does is it inserts element at the given index by shifting elements to the right. So we'll say my list dot insert 0, 5. Print my list. You see 5, it has shifted all the elements to the right. Now we have list extend. Now the way list extend works is it adds elements in a second list. So I'll create another list. I'll call this one list 1. And I'll call this, I'll say it's 70, 80, 90. To extend the list, we simply say my list.extend list 1, and we print, and then you have your list extended. Now to remove an element of a list, we use list remove. So we say my list dot remove. Now the element you want to remove is shown as a value. I want to remove 90. And when I print out the list, you see that 90 is gone. The way remove works is that it searches for the first instance of the given element and then it will remove it. It will also give you an error if it is not found. Now, we can reverse a list, so we can say print my list dot reverse. Sorry, I made a mistake. Print list dot reverse. Asking to return a function. Okay, let's see. My list dot reverse. We carry out a task, then we say print my list. Okay, it doesn't return it. Okay, then the last one is list.pop. What that does is you say it will remove and return the element at the given index. So we say list pop. My list dot pop. So let's say 0 to return 5. When we print my list, there's no 5 anymore because it has eliminated it. Practical use cases. Lists find application in various programming scenarios, included but not limited to managing collections of data such as student records, employee details or inventory items, storing and processing data obtained from files or databases, implementing data structures like stacks, queues, and graphs, iterating over elements in a loop to perform repetitive tasks, implementing algorithms that require dynamic sizing and manipulation of data. Lists are fundamental and versatile data structures in Python that allow you to efficiently store, organize, and manipulate data. With their extensive range of operations, lists provide developers with a powerful toolset to tackle a wide variety of programming tasks. By mastering the art of working with lists, you can unlock the full potential of Python's data manipulation capacity. enabling you to write elegant and efficient code. That's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe.